Most of the consumer psychology research we've talked about has been conducted over the past 40 years. However, the consumer landscape has changed significantly just over the past few years, especially because of increased connectivity, and it continues to evolve at a rapid pace. It is important to consider the nature of these changes and to think about how it has altered not just the topics we study in consumer psychology today and the tactics, but also how we study them. And so we will devote our final lecture for this class to exploring the contemporary landscape. Some marketers call this the age of clutter. TV ads are losing their return due to viewership being divvied up among so many channels and the internet. Yet, while their return diminishes, the prices keep climbing, now averaging $125,000 for a 30-second commercial. It has become more and more difficult for marketers to have their advertising stand out. Thus, they have turned more attention to non-traditional tactics like word of mouth. Word of mouth, oftentimes just referred to as WOM. Some research, such as that conducted by Michael Trussoff and his colleagues, suggests that word of mouth, one consumer talking to another about a brand, is the most powerful form of marketing, period. It gets its power from three different sources, okay? And the first one is perceived credibility. Perceived credibility. People trust and believe each other more than they do companies and advertising, right? Companies and advertising to which they attribute ulterior motives. The second one, number two, is Berger's need to give advice. Berger's need to give advice. So Berger's a researcher, and his research has shown that people have a real need to give others advice, especially practical advice that can create a form of social currency credit for them by saving others time or money. So in other words, you save others time or money from your advice, and you've gained karma, right? It's good karma. You've gained a form of social currency credit. And the third source of power for word of mouth is technology today. So word of mouth can now spread faster than ever before because of technology. Things like cell phones, texting, social networking, blogs, instant messaging, chat rooms, message boards, etc. And the information can also linger much longer than before. And this can be a good thing or not so good, right? In the early 2000s, for instance, Firestone went through a massive tire recall because of a defect. Today, over a decade later, a simple internet search still yields dozens of postings about that unfortunate incident. Now, word of mouth that occurs naturally is called organic word of mouth. Organic word of mouth. But not all word of mouth happens naturally. In recent years, marketers have become more proactive in trying to deliberately generate and direct word of mouth. And these tactics are called buzz marketing. So buzz marketing is a set of proactive tactics to deliberately create word of mouth advertising. Let's explore 6 contemporary buzz marketing tactics. We're going to start out with the first one here, viral marketing. Viral marketing is a buzz campaign that uses entertaining internet advertising in an attempt to prompt consumers to, well, to spread the word for them. In other words, the goal is to post an ad that is so entertaining that people will feel compelled to share it with their friends, who will also feel so compelled, as will their friends, and so on, until it is spreading with the exponential speed of a contagious virus, thus its name, viral marketing. It is important to note that with viral marketing, it's clear that the material is an advertisement. As we're going to see in a bit, this is not true with all buzz marketing campaigns. But with viral marketing, it is clear that the material is an advertisement. The second tactic, product pushers. Product pushers are recruited by the company to get the product seen and talked about in the marketplace. In particular, companies look for individuals who are attractive and approachable, friendly, popular, and importantly, a member of the target market group. For instance, Ford recruited a few product pushers on different college campuses and gave them each a Ford Focus to drive for 6 months. In exchange, the product pushers gave Ford free showcasing. They were frequently seen around campus driving the vehicle, and when anyone expressed interest in the car, they agreed to hand out promotional materials. Not a bad deal for both sides, right? Red Bull frequently hires product pushers on market campuses to wear their t-shirts and hand out complimentary cans of their beverages in hopes that college students will become reliant on these caffeinated beverages when, for instance, pulling all-nighters, all-night study sessions, and or to stay focused and awake in class.